Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this Dirk Nowitzki build on NBA 2K25. Now, I'm only going to be showing one version of this Dirk Nowitzki build, which is a 7-foot power forward, but I do like the potential of a 7'1" center as well. We'll talk about that later on, but let's get started, baby. 94 close shot. It's going to get you Paint Prodigy on gold, Float Game Hall of Fame, Hook Specialist Hall of Fame. Now, the big thing to pay attention with here is Hook Specialist is a tier 2 badge. As you can see right here, it's in tier 2. So when we start talking about max +1 badge perks, which means you can +1 a badge past its maximum level, you can put Hook Specialist on Legend on this build while still doing a tier 1 badge. So that's an interesting thing to think about. Now for the standing dunk, we're going to have an 81 standing dunk that's going to get you Rise Up on silver, and it's also going to get you the pro big man standing contact dunks just like last year. And now we're going to move on to the post control, which is going to a 90, which is going to get you post fade phenom on Legend. Yes, Legend post fade phenom on a 7-foot power forward. This is actually the tallest height you can get Legend post fade phenom. You're also going to get post powerhouse and post up poet both on gold. So basically think gold dream shake, gold post spin technician, gold back down punisher. Those are the type of badges that post up powerhouse and post up poet are. Like I mentioned, Hook Specialist is tier 2, which means you can upgrade this while still upgrading one of these tier 1 badges, and we'll talk about that just a second with the mid-range rating. All right, so now moving on to the shooting, we're going to have a 94 mid-range shot. Now that 94 mid-range shot is necessary because again, that gets you post fade phenom on Legend. You're also going to get Deadeye on gold and Set Shot Specialist on Hall of Fame. Now, like I mentioned earlier, with the max +1 badge perk, you can take Hook Specialist and put it up to Legend, which means you can then come to here with one of these tier 1 badges and bump it up. So you can put Deadeye to Hall of Fame, or you can put Set Shot Specialist to Legend and just make this a sharp shooting stretch big like you've ever seen. Legend Set Shot Specialist would be absolutely insane with these ratings, but you can still also just upgrade Deadeye to Hall of Fame. These max +1 badge perks you're going to get during the seasons, and you can get it at level 15 for the tier 2 badges and level 30 for the tier 1 badges. They also reset every season, so it's not going to be something that stacks on top of each other and you keep getting more and more of them. So you can get Hall of Fame Deadeye maxed out, or you can do Set Shot Specialist to Legend while doing something like Hook Specialist and throwing that up to Legend with the 94 close shot, which is absolutely insane. Now for the 3-point shot, we're going to go with an 86. Now 86 isn't like the rating you absolutely need to go for to get limitless range. We just ended up maxing it out just because it's a Dirk Nowitzki, but we might as well max out our 3-pointer. But for bronze limitless range, you only need an 83 3-point rating. But once again, gold Deadeye, Hoff Set Shot Specialist. You don't get that because of your 3-pointer, you get that because of your mid-range. And that's the thing I think with some of these taller guards and bigs. If you want to be an elite shooting player in this game, you're definitely going to need to upgrade your mid-range shot to get better jump shots and better badges. So now for the pass accuracy, it's going to be really simple. To 75, that's going to get you break starter and dimer on silver. Now the interesting thing here with the ball handle, we actually have a 71 ball handle that's going to get you handles for days on bronze and silver unpluckable. Now the crazy thing is that on a 7-foot power forward or 7-footer with minimum wingspan, this ball handle can go all the way up to a 74. Now you're probably wondering, what do you get with a 74 ball handle? With a 74 ball handle, you get Giannis Antetokounmpo dribble animations, and with a 73 ball handle on NBA 2K25, you get every single Kevin Durant dribble animation in the game. This has been confirmed by 2K, but this is just not something that we were able to test at Community Day. They didn't have the animations tester or whatnot. They didn't have the animations finalized back then, but they roughly have the animations finalized now. So with a 73 ball handle on a 7-foot power forward, you can get Kevin Durant dribble animations. With the 74, you can get Giannis Antetokounmpo's animations. Speed of ball on this build is a 60. I believe the good dribble styles are for bigs are all at a 65. So maybe we go with a lighter weight version of this build. Don't get gold box out. Don't put as much strength on the build. Get that 65 speed with ball for the Kevin Durant dribble style. I believe there's also a couple other dribble styles at 65 speed with ball, but there's also some really good ones like Nikola Jokic at a 55 speed with ball. So who knows? Maybe this weight's fine. We just drop the speed with ball to 55 and we rock out with the Nikola Jokic dribble style. Now, so for the interior defense, I went with a 70, which is the minimum requirement that you need for silver paint patroller. So you also have an 84 block to go along with that. With the 68 prim, we get off ball pest on silver. Now, if you want bronze post move lockdown with the 74 interior defense, you could probably drop the offensive rebound a little bit, get that 74 interior defense. And then for the steal, I didn't show it, but for the steal, we have a 60, which will get you bronze interceptor. Now, like I mentioned once again earlier, we're going to get an 84 block, which is going to get you paint patroller, high flying denier, and pogo stick on silver. And this is actually an adjusted version of the build that does have a 74 interior, which gets you bronze post move lockdown. Still have a 71 offensive rebound, which isn't too bad, especially for a stretch big. Now for the defensive rebound, we're going to get an 85, which gets you box out beast on gold, rebound chaser on silver, and pogo stick on silver. Now lastly, for the physicals, this is actually a really interesting part of this build. Even though we've upgraded the weight a little bit on this build, we still still have a 74 speed, which is pretty freaking fast, especially considering minimum weight power, like minimum weight 7-footers on NBA 2K24 maxed out at a 72 speed. So this build gets more strength and has more speed. I'm pretty sure the max speed for a 7-footer is 76 if I'm not mistaken. So that's very, very fast. I know for 6'11s it's a 79 speed, which is absolutely insane. So 86 strength is going to get you post powerhouse on gold, box out beast on gold. We only get brick wall on silver. You need a 91 strength for gold bricky. And then we also get bronze movable enforcer. And then the vertical is going to be a 75. Realistically, you only have to go a 74 because that gets you high flying denier on silver, but I just left it at 75. So if we're going to talk about changes I would make to this build, now knowing what I do know, I would say first and foremost, I would get the ball handle up to a 74 to get the Kevin Durant dribble animations. Might go a little bit lighter on the weight, get a little bit less strength, but more speed so I can get that Kevin Durant dribble style, because the KD dribble style was very, very good. You're going to need a 65 speed with ball to get that. Aside from that, there's not really a whole lot of changes. I might even drop this block down to a 74 and just go bronze paint patroller. I'm not going to lie. But then again, if I go lighter on the weight, I'll probably have to drop the defensive rebound as well. There's also potential possibilities of trying to make a Dirk Nowitzki build at 6'11", because if you guys do not know, the badge Shifty Shooter is height capped to 6'11". So although we meet the ratings requirements here for Shifty Shooter on gold, since we're 7 foot, we do not get Shifty Shooter on gold, even though we meet the ratings requirement. I don't like that. I wish they would have capped it at 7 foot, because I feel like every power forward should be able to get Shifty Shooter, because like KD, someone who's like 6'11", 7 foot, shoots off the dribble a lot, especially in the mid-range area, or even just who we're talking about right now, Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki, someone who was a magician in the mid-range, and he was great shooting off the dribble and whatnot. So I wish 7-footers would be able to get gold Shifty Shooter, because again, they meet the ratings requirement for it, but we just put this arbitrary height cap for no reason, in my personal opinion. Maybe if I were to talk to some developer, they'd have a better reasoning as to why they height cap Shifty Shooter, but I don't see any harm in a 7-footer getting Shifty Shooter on gold when literally a build 1 inch shorter can get it. Now, if you want to just height cap it at 7 foot and say, hey, builds that are taller than 7 foot, so the center height shouldn't get it, hey, that is what it is. I guess I'd be fine with that. But I think for the 7 foot power forward, since we get the ratings anyways, we should be able to get gold Shifty. That's just my personal opinion. I think this build will still be really good. And I think with a 94 mid-range, you probably won't have any issue shooting off the dribble in the mid-range area. So I don't think it'll be that big of a problem. But it's just frustrating that you can't get a badge like that on this type of build. But now we're going to come out of the My Player Builder. We're going to get these shades of Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin Garnett, and Paolo Banchero. And we are going to get the build name 3-level score. Yeah. What a surprise, right? So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Dirk Nowitzki build video. We're also going to probably be dropping, or have already dropped today, a meta 7-foot center build that I really think you guys are going to like. It's definitely going to be good in Rec and Pro-Am. So yeah, hope you guys stick around to watch that. One other cool thing to know, just at the end of this video, that was actually something kind of crazy. Freaking House of Highlights posted my highlights on my KD build that I got from Community Day, which was absolutely insane. That video has like over 300,000 likes, and they're posting it on like an Instagram account that's got like 50 million followers. So I just thought that was kind of cool. It was kind of cool thing that happened today. Seen some other pretty high profile accounts like posting my clips and whatnot. So that's just a really cool thing to see from this Community Day. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed today's video.